Hey guys, the Game Review back here today, and today I'm welcoming you to my iPhone 6 review, which is gonna do some in-depth features of the phone and just an overall view of the newest software that runs on it and the hardware and how it works with it. So yeah, the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus are Apple's first real step into bigger phone territory. These phones are, as Apple says, the most advanced iPhone yet, which I always think is really weird that companies say that, because shouldn't it be? It's your newest phone. So on the iPhone software, you get the pull down for news, notifications. I got Gmail for some of my subscribers, or for some people I'm subscribed to. Pull from the top to activate flashlight, which turns the True Tone flash into a very, very wide and big flashlight. We got camera, we have calculator, stopwatch, AirDrop, music. So no, that's not. Oh, we got a song. That's a good song. Airplane mode, just stuff that you might need at a glance really quick. And camera from the corner. So into the iPhone. One of the biggest features about the new software update, iOS 8.4, was the music app, which is very interesting with all the new things that are here. So you get Connect. So it's basically, this Connect thing is basically Apple's attempt at social media, like a Google Plus, but Apple. So here's Coldplay, some people I got songs from, Van Buren. Radio. So this is Beats free, always on radio, Beats One. So I'll just give you a little preview.
Always on, the one mix on Beats One. Hi, this is Maya Jane Coles, and this is my one mix on Beats One.
You're in the one mix.
Half the time, the songs that are playing here, I haven't even heard of. So there's a whole bunch of things that last time I checked said they would be coming soon. Let's see if they're playable now. Yeah. So you need an Apple Music membership, which I have not set up yet because I want to save my 3-month trial. Because I use other streaming services that like Spotify sometimes. I'm not really one for, and YouTube, but I'm not really one for Apple Music. I think the app interface is cool, but I probably won't use it. As you see on the iPhone, we have a lot of Google apps that I have installed. Google Now, Google Chrome. And over here, there's a whole Google folder, YouTube Studio, which is great if you're a YouTuber. It gives you real-time stats on your your channel. So when the video stops at 301 views, it's actually not. It's more. We have Google Maps, Google Translate, which is actually a very cool app. Google Earth, Google News. So what this means is that you can get away with switching from Android to iOS and if you're a heavy Google service user, you can get away with it using what you need to, because you can sign in on all these things. Sure, you may need an iPhone account or an iOS account, but you can still sign into our Google services, Gmail, everything's here for you. If you don't want to use the native iPhone apps, you can get Hangout stuff I don't use, but yeah, that's useful for those of you switching from Android. The iPhone experience is very seamless and very simple, and that's what people like. People just want a phone that works, usually. So as you see here, it's very simple. Swipe back and forth, sorry. Swipe down from the top if you need anything. Swipe up, as I showed before. So this is Apple's, there's GoPro. This is Apple's, because I have to contact them about something. This is Apple's internet browser, so if you see, it's quite simple. There's not much to it. New iPod Touch, you can email the page, AirDrop. That's one of the things that's cool, is you can AirDrop. That's one of the things I love about my iPhone, is that say you have an email file that's too big, or you have a file or a video file that's too big, you don't have to, and you can't email it, or you don't want to post it on YouTube. There's other ways, but AirDrop's really, really simple if you want to get, say, your file from your iPhone to your Mac or something, or from Mac to Mac. Some Macs it does not work with iPhone to Mac, but in my case it does. So the iPhone 6, we'll just go there, just see. So the iPhone 6 is been out for almost a year, almost its whole life cycle. And I can't really finish this video without saying or addressing the Bendgate phenomenon, and that has not, in fact, happened to my phone. As you can see there, it's perfectly straight. But the phenomenon is not so prevalent on the iPhone 6, more the 6 Plus. And if you've seen Lou from Unbox Therapy's video, which he makes some very good videos, he bent an iPhone 6 Plus pretty well, so, and with not too much pressure it looked like, which is pretty old news now, but still I still see people being scared of their iPhone bending, which you really shouldn't be as long as you use it the way it was intended to. Don't sit on it. It's an expensive device. You don't want to ruin it. So iPhone 6 resolution. The iPhone 6 just has a bit more than a 720p display, but you wouldn't really notice it unless you're using virtual reality, which I do sometimes with Google Cardboard. Sometimes you see pixels, but they're really not that bothersome in my opinion, and the 6 Plus has a full 1080p display. Now to talk about one of the biggest things that people hate about the iPhone, battery life. And the battery in this thing is an 1810 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty small if you think about other phones. The iPhone 6 Plus is just short of 3000 milliamps, so this is a pretty small battery, and I can never get through a day, sadly, or very, very rarely get through a day without having to charge at least once. Which really doesn't bother me because I'm usually near a charger enough, but it's one more thing to think about, and it's another pain. So yeah, the battery is really big improvement on the iPhone 6 Plus, but I wouldn't really say so for my usage on the 6. I'm a fairly heavy user, but I heard some better things than what I'm getting regarding this battery life. The iPhone 6 packs a 64-bit A8 chip, as you see here, which is fairly powerful. I find it gets pretty warm sometimes in certain situations where I'm playing games like Simple Planes, which is a very fun game. It costs some money, but I totally recommend getting it. And the M8 motion processor does a fantastic job of tracking my steps. But I don't have my phone on me all the time, so it's really not that useful. Because if you really want accurate reading on your 10,000 steps a day, that which you should be taking, fun fact for those of you who don't know, you have to have your phone in your pocket. Because if I'll have my phone in my hand, and it won't really register all the steps I'm taking. So yeah, just a footnote there. Camera. This is a great camera, f2.2 aperture, which is pretty big for a phone. There's some pocket cameras that don't have that big of a aperture. And the iPhone 6 is it's the phone that has the most LTE connections around the world that it supports. So you can go from the US to China and still probably be connected to LTE network. Touch ID, which I personally don't use just because it's a feature I just don't care about really all that much. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed my video about the iPhone 6. If you want me to do a review on the OtterBox commuter, like I said in my impressions and unboxing video, just leave it down a comment below and I'll get to it and I'll respond if I can. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.